Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
Hi guys, what's going on? It's Tom here from The Razor's Edge, and I'm here with Tony and Jacob from Recall The Remains. What's going on, boys?
Yeah, man, it's good. How about yourself?
I'm good. That's probably the best introduction ever.
I've had too many coffees today.
Oh, is that what it is?
I'd say that's what it is.
Wonderful stuff. Well, we'll kickstart. What we'll do is we'll go back a little bit first before we start actually, get delving into the band and somewhat. We'll start with you, Tony. How was your pandemic season? How was your last few years?
So I started my degree at university in like 2019, and I was like motivated and ready to like sort it all out and everything. And then as soon as lockdown hit, not going to uni every week was just the worst thing for me. So trying to overcome that, and then also trying to promote the band because we had to do music video shoots during like lockdown and everything, and it was just absolutely insane. Like I remember one, we actually got shut down by the police.
What?
Because we were shooting on what we thought was land that our director had a permit for, but it just turned out that it was private property, and we didn't actually have the landowner's permission. So that was the reason why the police moved us along. But they actually got the call from a concerned neighbour in Leicester, because apparently they called up and said that they saw 6 individuals walk into the woods with 2 speakers, a drum kit, and like loads of amplifiers and everything. So it's just like they thought we were having a rave down there, but we were just trying to shoot a music video.
I mean,
But
I
will say,
would have thought. Go on, sorry.
I'll just say, in the pandemic though, I bought myself one of these. I don't know if this is audio or visual content, but
It's not visual, unfortunately. So,
well, I'm toying at my electric drum kit, so this allowed me to like heighten my practice routine and become a better drummer for the band. There you go.
that's amazing. I was just thinking, going back to that concerned neighbour, like surely common sense would prevail if you saw 6 guys walking with instruments into woods to go. They clearly are going to go and film something. I mean, who has a rave with a drum kit?
The funniest part is just like the police, like as it was just near the end of the song, and I like they just literally just stood there for a bit until we all kind of turned around and was like, oh shit. What have we done wrong? And then there was like on that same music video, there was kids that literally were just like biking around in the woods and that. And then you heard one of them after we finished the song, and they goes, "That was sick! Do it again!"
Oh,
We just
kids.
had these like 3 little kids. We had these 3 little kids following us like everywhere we would go to record. They would stand out of the shot. They wouldn't ask to get in or anything like that. They'd just stand there, watch us.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know.
They're fascinated by it.
Yeah, we had a message from one of their mums at the time, just being like, "Oh, thank you very much for like giving him the pick. He absolutely loved just watching you guys. Thank you for letting him watch everything." Yeah,
That's awesome, though. Fair
yeah.
play.
No, it was so wholesome, but it was just it was as you said, it was so weird, just having like 3 kids just watching us do a music video.
Oh man, Jacob, same to you, my friend. How was your pandemic?
Oh, it was terrible.
I'm so sorry.
So I still had to work. I was a key worker. I worked in like a fruit and nut factory. And when I can tell you that like my mental health was already kind of going on a decline. And then when the lockdowns hit, my mental health just went just yeah, no, the lockdowns were so terrible for me. I hated it. I hate being inside. I hate not seeing my friends. It was just I hated it so much. It was so bad.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, I think a lot of people with the very, very beginning of it all were like, it's only a couple of weeks. It's fucking like 50 million degrees in March, which is weird. Well, it's got to enjoy that for a bit.
Yeah, no, it's been like as soon as obviously it just kept going over and going over. Like I just literally, I think like by the end of the lockdowns, I was like, I went to like, I started like my third job because I just couldn't hack my factory job. I was just like, nope, I can't deal with this anymore. I'm leaving. Worked at AO for like 10 months, and then I was like, this is also terrible. I'm leaving again.
Oh,
And then
dude.
yeah, then I just like it just like through the lockdown, I ended up luckily enough, I ended up with an apprenticeship. So like that was like the sickest part about the end of the lockdowns.
But we're through,
Apart,
which is the main thing. We're through it now. It's done. Touch
yeah,
wood.
not again, not again.
And
Oh,
so let's go all the way back to the very beginning when you were young, wee nippers. Like, what drew you actually? What actually drew you guys to music? What made you want to go? Do you want to get older? I want to be a musician. That's exactly what I want to do.
like I don't know if Tony will remember back to when the dinosaurs were around, but I'll
Ha,
let him try and remember.
ha, well done.
I'll let you
um,
go first.
so for me, it was when you get to like secondary school and in year seven and eight and nine, you basically get told that you're going to learn keyboard or piano
Yeah.
or do like some form of like music tech with like Cubase or something. Um, Literally, when I got to year nine, I was just like, I like the idea of like learning an instrument, but like not piano or keyboard or anything. So my first instrument that I actually picked up and tried to learn was guitar. And then I
Okay.
realized I was way too bad at playing guitar. So I just
Same.
transferred over to bass, and I played bass for like 3 or 4 years. And then literally I went to college and I turned up with my bass guitar, got into college and everything. And then it came to where people had to get like separated into college bands. And the lecturer goes, "Oh, we've got too many bass players. Are there any drummers?" And I was like dabbling with drums when I was in secondary school. I didn't really start playing until like year 11 properly. Um, I'd like just set up in the music room and just play for about 10, 20 minutes on my breaks. But that was basically all I did with drumming back then. So then it wasn't until college where I actually like delved deep into it. And yeah, it's just ever since like secondary school, really, I've just been fascinated by music and wanting to perform and just getting up on stage and just doing it. And yeah, it was really college that pushed me to do that because we had to do like massive performances in college to like loads of people. And it was a great way of like breaking the ice sort of thing and like getting used to playing in front of many people. Although when people tell you to join a band, you don't actually play in front of that many people. You play in front of about 10 people. So yeah.
Like the
Was it?
beehive, yeah.
Oh mate, don't.
Was it
We'll
like
get
a bit
on
of
to
a?
gig stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in there. Don't you worry. That question is there. Was it a bit of a weird transition though, going from playing bass for 4 years ago? Nah, sorry, drums for you.
Yeah, so literally it was like day one of college, like stepping into music. We get the list of songs that we've got to learn for this gig that we've got to perform in like 12 weeks. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I start looking at the tabs on bass, and then the lecturer just goes, "Oh yeah, too many bass players signed up, so I need a drummer." And I was just like, "Sure, I guess." And then I just went basically all through college, apart from one performance where I played bass, just playing drums.
Nice.
It was
Enjoy,
crazy.
enjoy it.
Oh
You've
yeah.
got to enjoy it now, surely. Yeah.
Oh, it was great. I think it was like a natural transition for me as well because when Guitar Hero first came out, I was always playing the drum set instead of, actually playing the guitar. And yeah, so my first my first practice kit when I was like 17, still living with my mom, I put real cymbals on top of a Guitar Hero drum kit, and that was my first practice kit that I ever got.
Amazing.
That is brilliant.
Oh, I love it. Go on then, Jacob. What about you? What got you into music originally? Like, what made you want to go? Oh, I've got a decent set of pipes on my ear.
I
That's
so,
bassist.
I'm gonna do the exact same as Tony. Originally, when like I was in primary school when I actually started like getting into metal, and then I was like, oh damn, this is actually really cool. Then I started trying to play guitar at like year 7, like Tony, realized how bad I was. Still tried for years,
Yeah,
and then
fair play.
then I got asked if I wanted to join someone's band in school in secondary school, and I was like, yeah, okay. And it was like, well, do you want to learn guitar or bass? And I was like, I'll learn bass. And then I was just a bass player for years until I joined this band, and it was kind of like I was in a project, and I was there just like, I want to try and do vocals, so can I just join for a feature on a song? And then the guys were just like, yeah, no, we'll have you. And then for like, what was it, 5, 6 months, I was learning and writing all these songs. And then they were just like, yeah, we'll have you now. We'll have you now that you've done the whole set.
Yeah, it was quite funny. It was like Schrodinger's band. You were either in the band or you weren't in the band. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was a bass player for ages, but I think it was like the whole fascination of just being like just getting up and just like playing music and just seeing like people smile and stuff like that and just like focused on like what you're doing and what you have to say just like really makes me kind of capture on wanting to be a musician and playing bigger stages to more people. It's just like that's what I decided to do. I told my older brother when I was younger, when I first got into music, that I was like, I'm gonna be a rock star and I'm gonna be a rapper. And I'm not doing the rapping.
No.
No,
Just you wait.
no chance. I'm not even that good. I've got mates that can do it, but I was just like, I can see him like actually like come up with stuff on the spot, and I'm there just like, yeah, I can't make that rhyme.
So you've gone for screaming instead, which is probably
Yeah,
harder, to be quite honest, I would imagine. Like,
yeah. No, it's been like so. Yeah, I went so like even when it came to screaming, it was like something that I was just like I was still a bassist in like my secondary school band, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just see if I can do it. I'm just gonna see if I could learn, and then just carried on, just developing it from there, and then just ended up being the vocalist of this band. And I was like, okay, sick. Now I'm just a vocalist. This is more nerve wracking.
You're not just a vocalist, man. You're the front man.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's my like journey onto it all. It's just been like I was just like watched Jet Li the movie, and then heard Drowning Pool Bodies, and I was like, this is the music I love. This is the music I love.
there's something pretty special about the rock and metal community, I think, and just the music in general. I can't quite explain it, but it's just incredible.
It's like it doesn't matter like who that person is in a way, but like you could still go up to people in that metal community, and it's I mean like you can literally just go to random people and just talk to random people for hours, and then just walk away, and you won't know that person at all. I think like
Yeah.
it's just the metal, yeah, the metal community is so friendly, and it's like if anyone's went to like Download or Bloodstock or any festival, they'll realize how weird metalheads can be. So you just end up talking to people because you see someone that's wearing a wedding dress. You're like, why?
I mean, I'm going to say fair play to metalheads as well. Bloodstock last year, I know you guys played the new Blood stage, was like 50,000 degrees and you all still wore leather. Like, fair fucking play to every single one of you.
Wait, Tony, didn't Jordan still actually wear jeans or leather trousers that day?
Yeah, I think he's in his leather trousers, you know.
Yeah, no, so like Jordan will still perform in leather trousers in 40-degree heat.
Jesus. It was bad.
Yeah, it's like the guy is a lizard. We just call him a lizard because he just loves the heat. He'll get really hot in this stuff, but then we'll stay in it as well. And I was just like, no, that's insanity.
Dedicated to the
Hey,
cause, what can you
he's
say?
being
Yeah,
cold.
100%.
How did you guys all meet then? How did the band all how did you all meet each other?
Oh God. Do you want to go on through this one, Tony? Because you've been with the band longer than I have.
Yeah, sure. So the two longest serving members are Elliot and Jordan, and they met during their secondary school years when they were like 15 or so. I think the story goes, Jordan stabbed Elliot in the hand with a pen, or Elliot stabbed Jordan in the hand with a pen, and then like literally ever since they've been best friends. They'll tell you the story themselves. Yeah, I know it's odd, right?
Okay.
So they started writing music together in secondary school, and then they formed the band Recall the Remains, and it was just like local band playing loads of like local shows and everything, but mainly in like the Telford area. Um, During that time, I was playing in bands with our now guitarist Zach. I was in the band Through the Ties and still remain with him. So when those two bands like kind of broke apart and Recall the Remains kind of threw out loads of their members, there were a couple of vacancies available. So me and Zach kind of like slid into that position. And then I met Jacob randomly at a bus stop, but
Yeah,
didn't really
this was
speak to him
like,
yeah, but
yeah,
didn't
this
really
was
speak to
years
him.
ago.
Yeah, but didn't really speak to him properly until we started working together. And then I invited him for my 24th birthday night out to Uproar, where we hired a limo from Telford to Birmingham, and we all just got like super wasted in the back of a limo and just partied at Uproar for my 24th birthday, which is
But
incredible. And then
you've got to tell him the point as being like it was on the 10-year anniversary of an Enter Shikari album.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
the
and
10-year anniversary of Take to the Sky.
they thought that like Enter Shikari was in this memo, and it just turned out to be some people from Telford.
Yeah, so that was mad. So yeah, I think it was like ever since that night, me and Jacob have been like super close friends because we just bonded over like so many things. Like people would just want to stay outside in the smoking area, and me and Jacob were just like, "Nah, soil's on, bro. Let's go."
I can remember that. Me and you were just ran inside as soon as we heard Halo by Soil. We just ran inside.
Hey,
That's a
exactly,
tune,
man.
by the way.
Oh,
It
it's
is.
such a tune. It's such a tune. Anytime it comes on, me and Tony instantly think of this moment, just being drunk as hell and just like looked at each other and just legged it inside.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I think that was a special moment. I think that's when like me and Jacob like got a bit like became like closer friends and everything.
Yeah.
And then, as Jacob said before, he has to do like a guest feature vocal on one of our tracks that we were working on, which is now First Inversion, which came out in 2018. I got all this
5 years,
memorized.
man.
I know, bro. And then literally just Jacob just kind of like started coming to shows with us and performing the feature, and then he joined in with like the other vocals and everything, and then he just kind of like joined the band without us actually asking him. And that's basically it.
Oh wow!
Like I'm
I
under
mean,
contract. Jacob isn't.
so so you mentioned that one of them stabbed the other in their hand with a pen. Is that like the
Yeah.
weird way of how like kids punch girls in the arm when they really fancy them, but they actually tell them sort of thing?
I'd
Like an
say
initiation.
like because they're both like, especially back in the day, like very emo based. I'd say like that was the signal to be like, I like you, I like you too.
I've told an abridged version of the story. I don't know what the full story is. I need
I
to
would
get the
love
full story out of them.
I would love to know who was the first one, because I would love to say it was Jordan that stabbed Elliot first, but Elliot was, I didn't know Elliot back then, so I thought like Elliot
He was
would
a
randomly turn
skater,
around.
and he was
Oh,
a
So
skater, man.
oh God.
I love that. It's a great way for a band to form. But so because obviously you haven't been in since the beginning, then do you know where the name came from?
Yeah. So Jordan always likens the name to it's basically always grow, but never forget your past self. So always move forward with your life, but never forget where you came from, basically. So recall the remains of your past in order to grow forward. And that's basically what the name of the band means.
That is incredible.
Yeah,
I
and we
love
can
that.
take no claim of like on the origin of that band name.
No, it's tattooed on Jordan forever.
Yeah, it literally says "Recall remains" until the end, and we're there just like there's times that we've joked around, just been like, so when do we tell them that we're kicking them out?
Bro, he's a founding father. You can't kick him out.
So was Clown from Slipknot.
Clown's still in the band, isn't he?
Oh no, Clown is, yeah, Chris isn't. Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh,
It's all good, Jack. It's late. It's late. It's fine. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. Okay. It's allowed. It's fine. So I guess still going on with the origin story then, how was the Recall Remains sound found? How is it like, do you know what I want to do, guys? I want to put metalcore and deathcore and smash it together.
I still I'm sorry, Tone. I personally don't think it's been like I say, so it's been like my love is like I do as much as I do love metalcore, I do love deathcore more, and that's where my style of vocals really kind of influences from, whilst most of the other guys are very like metalcore based. So it was like finding the happy medium between us. But I'd still say up to this point is being like we're still the Recall the Remains kind of style and sound is still like experimenting. Like we like to just try and like incorporate any kind of influences that we have into making a song that we actually love to play. So it's always changing.
Okay, so that's obviously why, forgive me, the name is completely out, the clean vocalist's name's got out of my head. Jordan, thank you. We were literally just talking about him as well. So I'm imagining that because obviously he's a vocalist as well, that you've obviously gone, well, I'll just scream the shit out of everything and you can just be like, oh, and bring all the beautiful sounding choruses in.
Well, the funniest part is, for the longest point, it's like he was just being like, I don't want to just be a chorus boy. And then it just slowly ended up with him just being the chorus boy. And it's just like, nah, that's never going to happen. We'll make sure we still trade and everything like that. And then, he's just chorus boy. But I think he prefers it because it's where like he can put his full attention into his vocals and proper actually being an element of his own in those choruses then.
But it works. It works amazingly. So, whether you want to be in choruses or not, like it just I was listening to you guys earlier, I was like, fuck, this is incredible. Like I thoroughly enjoyed, by the way. I'm not just saying it because you're here. Like
thank you so much.
Thoroughly enjoyed. So
gonna make
single. Oh, sorry. I'll keep going then, mate. I'll keep going. So, like, it's this front man, right? And he's sung up on a bridge in this music video I was watching, and he does this massive high kick, and I absolutely loved it. It's song called Darker Path, it's
like that kick in Darker Path, man.
It was great.
The video that got shut down.
Oh, was that the one?
Yeah, that was the video that got shut down.
It's like the funniest point is like I'll start that like originally I wasn't doing the kicks and then did it from there, and then I was like, do you know what? How high can I kick? And then it just like there's pictures of me like mid kick and it's like my foot is above my head. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, dude, it's great. Like I was just like, Jesus fucking Christ. I was like, I want to take your own face off.
Oh, mate, when you see the height of me as well, it's just like it's even more just being like, oh shit.
Oh, fair. So before I jump into the new single, lyrics-wise then, Jacob, do you write them?
So, like, I will normally come up with the lyrics and then I'll have Jordan to go over, actually, because what me and Jordan will do is, like, we'll tap it out on Guitar Pro still.
Okay.
Because, so it's like, the reason we'll do it on Guitar Pro is being, like, it's to make sure that we're not doing any kind of, like, polyrhythms with the vocals or anything like that. But then if I want to also challenge myself, then I can do it on that and I can kind of work up to it. But yeah, it's most of the time it'll be me starting off. Jordan will help me refine it because I can be a bit stupid and I can't spell sometimes. So it helps having Jordan. No, I'm just like generally just like dyslexia can kind of fuck with me sometimes. So like it helps to have Jordan. But it's like Jordan will definitely like come up with stuff as well, but like we'll work together to like make the song sound better and keep it to the subject.
Okay. So are they like personal or are they story based? Or are they political? Like what are the lyrics exactly?
So it's been like through like the Darker Dead Dreams EP, there was kind of like there was bits to where like it would hit onto like and like mental health in general. So like a lot of that point is like some of it's Jordan, some of it's me, and then sometimes it's just speaking about topics that should be spoken about.
Mhm.
So like with these net like with the Fairfield, for example, it's being like that one is originally written about kind of Elliot and his like him growing up, but then we also wanted to make it a kind of a duality to where like it's also could be taken as like towards the government in a way. So it's like still experimenting with vocals, experimenting with lyrics. But yeah, it's like some of them can be personal, but then some of them can just be like on a topic of this is what we want to do it about.
Yeah, no, fair. No, I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. Tony, so
Hello.
the brand new single Fairfield obviously came out a couple of weeks ago, back on March 1st.
Yeah.
Has it been well received?
Yeah, so far, this is probably one of the standalone releases that we've done in, well, considering the last thing that we released was the Dead Dreams EP in 2021. People were really, really anticipating what we were gonna like release next. So it's a lot of pressure
Yeah.
trying to like meet those expectations. And the feedback that we've received from like everybody so far has been absolutely incredible. And I'd just like to say, watch our socials because we might have an announcement about a new single coming soon.
Yeah.
Amazing. Because that was going to lead into my next question, which was: is it? I don't. As only obviously discuss what you can discuss. It doesn't matter if you can't. Is it leading into an album? Is there an album coming?
Oh, I don't know if what do you think, Tony? Should we give some little bit of details or what?
Um, I'd say the only thing that I can really say about the album, if there is one,
If there is
is
one.
we're still having discussions about like how we're gonna approach it. Like, do we want to kind of like lump the things that we've previously released along with a load of new singles into one package and call that an album? Do we want to barricade ourselves in the studio for 20 days and write an album? We don't know. So we just want to like see how we want to approach it. And then obviously it's going to be a budgetary reason as well. Albums are expensive.
Albums are expensive. And it depends who you go with as well. They can be more expensive.
Yeah, but I can share that we are booked in for 10 days at the studio around about June, July time. So you'll have to see what comes out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So going on that then.
Okay.
what sets? I mean, I'm assuming you've been writing still anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what sets like Fairfield and the newer stuff coming apart from the Dead Dreams EP?
I would personally say it's been like even with the newer stuff, it's like even with the stuff that's coming out, like Fairfield and the other singles that are coming out, we've definitely I wouldn't say so much experimented. We've lent into like what we were sounding like in Dead Dreams, but we've just like gone heavier. We're not going as fast, so we've slowed down a bit as well. But I'd say like with the new with what we might have planned for this album is that's when it's going to be more experimental. Like we're gonna play around with stuff. We're gonna have fun, like more fun with it, in a way.
Tony?
Yeah.
Same question to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of like writing new stuff and preparing for your next big release and everything like that, what we've been playing live recently is kind of what people can like are gonna expect from us on this next big release, because it's like a collection of songs that we wrote together over the last like year or so. And I've just jammed them out in the practice room. We've trialed them live. People seem to like them. Now it's just getting them into the studio to like get that final polish on them to make them like. We don't consider anything a record the remain song until it's mixed, mastered, produced, and released.
Yeah.
So Yeah, at the moment they're all in the demo stage. If you hear something live, don't expect to hear the same thing when it's like released, put it that way.
Yeah.
Like people have been messaging me saying like, dude, I swear I thought you played Fairfield at like Hard Rock House in 2020. I was like, yeah, but that was the old Fairfield. This is the new
Yeah.
Fairfield.
It's its new
Yeah.
younger sister.
Yeah.
Incredible. So you mentioned gig stories earlier. So obviously, like I said, you played Bloodstock last year in that absolute heat dome. It was great.
Gosh.
I wish I'd
That
known
was
about you back then because I would have come and seen you. So
Did
yeah.
you see Ginger?
yeah.
Yes, I saw Ginger.
Yeah, we played the same time as Ginger.
That would. I also
Yeah.
had some interviews to do as well. So it was quite a busy festival. I didn't see very many bands that I wanted to, which was frustrating.
Oh,
Um,
that's a shame, man.
but
Yeah.
what a time to go on as well. What a time to be like, so who are we up against? Ah, shit.
Yeah, no, this was the thing that I was saying like when we were playing. It's been like if you've actually like came to come and see us or anything like that during whilst Ginger's playing, like you just have my undying love. Like I just love you forever.
That is cool.
Like
That is
yeah.
fair play. Yeah, absolutely. That's the great thing about it, though. I mean, like I said, if I'd known about you guys back then, I definitely wouldn't have come and checked you out. So I do apologize. I'm just venturing into your world
Oh,
now for the
bro,
first time, and I'm
don't
here. I'm here to
don't
stay.
don't worry
Don't
about it,
man.
mate. Just like you can just come along to a show, like, and then you can see what we're like.
Well, this is the thing. What shows that you could talk about have you got coming up this year?
So we've got our free run date on like going up to Derby, Wolverhampton, and Hull, and that's with our friends in Beyond Your Design. Which, if you haven't already, go and check them out. They are such a sick band. We've also just been announced for is it Hammerdown Zone?
Yeah, Hammerdown
Yeah.
Festival.
So we've
But it's
just
the
been announced
warm-up
for
show.
we've just
Yeah.
been announced for the warm up part of that. We have got stuff. We have got other stuff in the year. So we've also got what is it? What else have we got? So we're doing Derby Alt Fest as well. We're doing on the open day for that, which has got brilliant bands. We've also got Grove Fest where we're also playing with like Red Method and Ash and Crown and some
Oh
of our
wow,
other friends that are on that. That's going to be brilliant. But yeah, no, we've got stuff in the pipeline that we're still yet to get confirmed for, but hopefully we'll get some more gigs and some with bigger bands as well or bigger venues.
Oh, do you know what
nice.
you forgot?
What?
You forgot our summer tour with Survivalist.
Oh, I did. Yes. Go on. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, lads. But yeah, no, we do have the Survivalist one. We've got 4 days of Survivalist, and they're again such sick guys, and they're coming from Northern Ireland as well.
That is awesome. Any festival dates or are they not announced yet? Are not supposed to talk about yet?
So they haven't. So it's still yet to be confirmed on some
Okay,
stuff. So like our names have been put forward. We're just waiting to hear back from stuff, and then hopefully get to play some more festivals this year.
I'll keep everything. I'll keep everything crossed for you, boys. I'll keep everything
Yeah.
crossed.
Thank you.
Hey, you're very welcome. Like you mentioned earlier, you got kicked out of a private property area for Darker Path.
Yeah.
But music videos wise, creating them, coming up with them, etc. Love them or hate them.
Oh, it's you're trying to please like four other people and you might be the only one that likes that idea. So it can be stressful, but I like the whole idea of like coming up with music videos together, even though it can be stressful. But yeah, no, I like seeing them afterwards. I like to see like what has been done to then see what the outcome is
Yeah,
for myself. But yeah, no, I do. Yeah, music videos are stressful. Like in the midst of doing it, because you're trying to you've got like a list of like all the stuff that you need to do, and you're there just being like, we've done that, we've done that, we've lost too much light to do that now, so that's off the books. Yeah, and then you're trying to keep to the storyboard as well, and then you've got to come up with a storyboard. Ah, it can be such a nightmare, but it is just a load of fun.
Tony.
So the process of making a music video can be like pulling teeth at times. But I think my favorite memories of like making the music videos is like we'd all like gather around in a Weatherspoons and just order loads of food and like loads of drinks and just have a laugh and then come up with like these crazy concepts that we think won't work and then we actually do them and they actually do work and it's absolutely insane. Like there's a music video that might be coming out or not in the near future that we've just we did some absolutely amazing things for it, and I can't wait for people to see it or not see it.
Like the funniest part is it's been like for these maybe songs that are coming out this year is that like for one of them, only me and the videographer knows what it actually roughly looks like. None of the other band members know what it looks like.
Yeah, that is very true. But actually, when is this getting released? Like this interview?
I'll be honest, I don't know because I volunteer for them, so they just release it whenever they see fit.
Okay.
I was going to say because I do have an announcement scheduled like this week for one of the upcoming singles, so I can like drop it here if you want an exclusive.
Well, I mean, it's
do it, Tone.
I'd say go
do
for
it, Tone. Yeah, it's Razor's Edge, man. Like Tim's from Telford as well, so I feel like we should say some stuff.
Yeah, man, we love Tim.
Yeah, we do.
Screw it. Wednesday, April the 12th.
12th.
We have a brand new single coming for you. That's right, 6 weeks after Fairfield, entitled Empty Woods. And if people thought that Fairfield was a bit like left field for us, but like still keeping true to like the Recall the Remains thing, considering, like we slowed down a little bit, get ready to bang your heads to this one because it's a bop.
It is a bop.
Yeah, April 12th, Empty Woods.
Yeah. Pre-save it when the link's ready.
Oh,
let's get on the socials.
It's going live. It's going live tonight, actually.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah, because Dan asked me to schedule that Hammerdown Festival announcement, so I had to push my announcement back to tomorrow. The pre-save, and by the time this has already went out, the pre-save link is out there, so make sure you are pre-saving it because every stream does help, and it puts such a smile on our faces when we go and check the statistics and we see it's gone up and we're like, oh my god, this is brilliant. Like the cheesiest grins. Oh yeah, and like we were popular in Finland for about a week.
Yeah, that was but like for some reason just one song blew up in Finland and we were just like, what the hell's happening right now?
It's awesome. Don't like question it. Love it. Just enjoy it.
Oh no,
soak it in.
I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. I made a whole TikTok about the statistics from like different places that were coming in, and I was just like, Finland, like this is sick. This is brilliant. I was like, big up Finland.
Yeah, it's mad though, man, because like it just blows my mind that like even one person listens to our stuff. You know what I mean? Like when you put it into the scale of like tens of thousands of people have heard your stuff, it's just absolutely insane to me. Like,
I think to add on to that is just being like, we're just like not a lot of people even around like the West Midlands know where Telford is, and yet like we have had like that many streams, even though like it might not be a big number for some people, but like just seeing that amount of number, like streams and numbers, just like for a little Telford band, just like it makes you so happy.
I know where you are. You're between Birmingham and Wolverhampton.
No,
I've been to a
so
town.
we're not between those two. You've got to go past Wolverhampton.
Have you? Oh shit! Yeah, you do. It's between Shrewsbury and Birmingham.
Shrewsbury and Birmingham.
Yeah. So it's like you've got Telford, Shrewsbury, and then Wales. From there,
where I am. I'm in the old Wales, so.
You're closer to us.
I'm in South though, so it's I'm actually quite away from you, but
it's
all good. It's all good. Boys, before we wrap up, you've mentioned about gig stories, so I want to hear both of your favorite gig? Just one each. What are your favorite gig stories so far?
I'll
Alright.
let you go first, Tom, because I have like between two.
Okay.
Is yours London based?
So the Beehive in London was going to be
Yeah.
the one, but you can take that one, and I'll take the Bloodstock one before we went on and actually played.
Okay. Yeah, so we when we were first starting out, obviously you're a young band and you just accept any gig under the sun. So when we first got booked in London, we were like, holy shit, we're going to London for the first time. This is actually incredible. So we turn up at this pub that's like in the East End of London, and like we start loading in the gear, and there's a load of football fans in there. We're like watching the game, and we're like, all right, where's the venue? It was this like tiny back room, like way in the back. And then we started setting up, and these guys like kept trying to like get into our sound check to like play our instruments and everything, and that was absolutely insane. And then to cut a long story short, because
I know what's coming.
this was just like 6 hours of hell basically.
Yeah.
We got on stage for our headline set to play to a whopping two people, a sound
Oh,
guy and Elliot's girlfriend Jade. And the sound guy ate apples all the way through our set.
Yeah, no, he polished them off everything. But yeah, no, we thought we were going to get stabbed at one point.
oh, boys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all a part of the shits and giggles now, but like it's something that we always joke about now. Like especially the fact of just being like the guy literally took the guitar off Elliot and tried to play it, and then tried to take the Jordan's bass off him, and was just like, "Oh shit, this is where we die now."
Yeah, it was a tumultuous situation, but to those two people that stuck around and watched, Jade, that was probably your like 12th recall to a main show, so thanks.
Yeah.
And Mr. Sound Guy, I hope that you enjoyed your apples.
I'd say like my gig story one. It's like I'm not gonna incriminate. I was like I'm not gonna say the head P one because as much as the head P one is by far like one of my coolest gig experiences, my Bloodstock one was just as sick. So even like the leading up to like we have 3 days worth of notice of getting asked to play Bloodstock, and we were like, shit, yes, okay. And then I decided to, do you know what? I know that the bassist David from Barry Tomorrow is on TikTok, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make a video and just being like, your band's playing at this time, my band's playing at this time. We're right next to each other. Do you want to come and watch my band? And then out of nowhere, I see this dude with pink hair, and he just literally just rocks up. And I was like, "Yo, what the fuck? You actually turned up?" Yeah, that was insane. And it proper shocked. It shocked you because I didn't tell you about it, and it shocked Zach as
No.
well because yeah, no, I didn't tell any of the band members about it. I was just like, you just turned up, and then I was like, yeah, my guitarist is a massive fan of your band. Like, they're like me, Tony, and Zach are all fans of your band, but Zach is a bigger fan of your band. So like, if you would want to come along and just like catch some of our set or like even the first song, that would be brilliant. And he did. And like, I've got to give him like the biggest amount of love for that because I just wasn't expecting it.
That's incredible. We love the Barry Tomorrow boys, though. Just unbelievable band. They're one of my favorites as well. I'm just obsessed. They are incredible.
They're so sick, and that new stuff is just sounding so sick. Like Abandon Us, just it was on my phone on repeat pretty much every day for so many weeks.
Undeservedly so, but no, incredible, boys. This has been so much fun. I have absolutely loved it. Before you do get out of here, though, I don't know who wants to take this. Any plugs, social medias, things you want people to go and check out?
Keep an eye on our socials because we're always like, thanks to our drummer Tony for doing such a brilliant job with it all. But like, we're always posting on there. Like, we're always posting like our gigs, singles, and what we're planning on doing next. That also goes onto there. And yeah, just keep an eye on our socials because that's where we will be posting anything that we do. so it just keeps you up to date then. And give us a follow. Give us a follow on the stuff.
Yeah.
Jacob, what's
Socials are www.facebook.com/Recall the Remains. We're at Instagram at Recall the Remains, all one word. We're at Twitter at RTREmains. That's RTREmains, not RTR Remains, as some people have like put before. But you can find all those links if you just hit our Linktree link on Facebook and Instagram, and you can find everything. We're on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, Apple Music, everywhere that DistroKid will distribute for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. Love it. And then there's potentially not some new stuff coming. Potentially, maybe.
I can say it. It's getting announced tomorrow. So
Yeah.
well, tomorrow being March 21st. Yeah. So April 12th, Recall the Remains are dropping a new single, maybe with a music video. Empty Woods. If you've heard this at a live show before, you won't expect the changes. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Massive exclude. Tony, Jacob, this has been absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for taking the time up, boys. I really appreciate it. It's great to meet you both. And I wish you every success going forward. And I'll see you at a show sometime.
Definitely, man. Thank you for having us as well, man. It's been an absolute pleasure and it's been an absolute laugh.
Oh, stop it. You're too kind. Take care, boys. See you later.
Take care.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website, www.therazorsedge.rocks.